Hello, and welcome to my channel. I want to talk about the last couple years of 2020. Well, really just from the point I'm making this video to the very start of 2020, as a sort of what the hell has why is this? Because it just feels like a fucking blur. The last couple years just feel like a damn blur. 2020 rolls around. I'm in high school. Like most other people who were born around my age. I'm currently 22, so back in 2020, I was a 11th grader. I just a few months into my 11th grade. Life was all right. Was dealing with problems. Still am now. Just a different set of problems. Living through life, friends, hanging out with them semi-regular basis, but still had problems. I was overweight. That problem still persists now, even though I got back from army training. But hey, old habits die hard. Old habits die hard. But besides that, 2019, before that, 2020, still the Trump era. Uh, 2020, Trump was still president in this first term. He just killed the Iranian president, and we just got word of a mysterious virus going around in the middle of China. And we didn't really pay much attention to it. It was an election year as well. All this stuff compounding together. March 20th, around that date. It was like midway through March. I was at home. I was checking my computer for like update. I was checking my school's website for updates. Well, not my school's website, the district like school website. You know how like there's like most school districts have like a website that allows you to have like check updates and shit. Well, my I was checking that on a daily basis to see what's going on. Man, I was just looking for like updates on snow days because this is fucking New England and the weather up here tends to be very sporadic. Not sporadic. Tends to be very random. Like it could be like 70. Well, let's take April because we're currently in April right now. It could be 70 degrees one day, but it snows. It drops like 4 feet, like 3 to 4 feet of snow the next day. At least that was before that, and it also just did happen this month. Like midway through April, I'm freaking doing a makeup drill and going to Salem and stuff. All of a sudden, it snows that day, that very morning. I gotta get up like 5 in the morning, get to the base, do all that shit. It's fucking snowing out. It's cold. Then I gotta freaking go all the way to Salem for like a couple hours and go all the way back. It's raining. It stopped snowing and it started raining. But it was a point being fucking the northern weather is very fickle. It's very fickle. But March comes around, 2020. Little do we know, we were about to be locked down for a couple years. For the most part. I for me, I was like, oh, bet I don't have to go to school. Also, bet they are not even counting the grades for this year, or at least for this quarter. So I could just sit back and just do nothing and just play video games all day. Which, how like yes, 17-year-old me was like, I bet I'm down. I just freaking played For Honor and Rainbow Six Siege all day. But that wouldn't last, and so couple years, pretty much like the first half, essentially of the 2020s was just it's just gone like that. it felt slow, but it really got fast because you just it's slow because you're doing the same exact shit every single day because you're locked inside because of this pandemic. Now, when 2023 rolls around, like late 2023, I'm in college. I'm like in my second, yeah, I'm like midway through college, community college, still college. I'm like currently right now I'm like one semester off from getting my degree. I'm about to get that shit this year. But I wasn't very I'm trying to freaking lose weight with some level of success. Not that it wasn't that successful, but I am making attempts. But freaking I see Army recruiter for National Guard for my state. I was like, okay, fuck it, bet. Let's try. Let's see. I can get out of that. Talk with the recruiter. Blah blah blah. Like a week later, I'm in the recruiter's office, sign the contracts and stuff, doing the applications. Another week later, in like January. I'm in fucking MEPS. Then a couple weeks later, I sign the contract. Then I do my, the RSP stuff for like a couple months in 2024. Then in July, I ship out to Fort Jackson, then to Fort Benning. Fort Benning for the next 6 months of my life. And basic training, in this case, OC training, because I joined as a fucking infantryman. Somewhat regret my choice. I could have chosen like a fucking cozy like support job, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I chose infantry. Infantry is just infantry, and I chose the other part of the infantry, which is the mortarmen. Met some people, but those 6 months really just breezed, but really just felt like a blur. Then if I joined if I went like active duty, it would have not felt like much of a blur. It would just feel another continuation of that sort of shit, just without the freaking ground, just without the barriers of TRADOC. So like January 31st, 2025 rolls around. That night, I get back home to Massachusetts. 6 months of training, cross rifles, blue cord, nice army uniform, like all the stuff I've acquired throughout my stay in Fort Benning. I check online a couple weeks later. Not like a week later, my fucking basic training company, which was Charlie 119, took out all the photos of our cycle, just like that, almost immediately. Like no trace left behind. There was no trace of that cycle. And I was like, damn, they they really are sorry as hell for that one. At least in my opinion. Like, come on. Like we couldn't have been that bad of a cycle. But apparently to them, I guess we were. They're in another cycle right now. Like most of those drills are still there, aside from like when my senior drill sergeant when I was in, he just freaking retired from the army and all that stuff because he was in for. He could have like stayed in a couple more years, get the 20-year, get that nice pension pay, but nah, he's out. Uh, other than that, I'm assuming like most of the other drills are there. Most of them, because a couple of them went to Fort Campbell and all that stuff on orders and stuff. But being here back in home, it just feels like a fuck. It just all that stuff just feels like a blur. Like I know it happened, but it just feels like it was forever ago already. And it's only been like three. It's about to be 3 months since that graduation even occurred. And here I am back to basically old habits. And but with less stuff happening because I most of the people I hang out with, either in college or before I even went to college, either they're too busy with stuff to hang out or they've just up and left. The people I hang out with on Xbox from like back in my old For Honor days, which was back in 2018, 2017, 2018. I still hang out with them here and there, but they're not, but we don't really get together as often as we used to. Um, I still struggle with weight problems. It's like I said earlier in this video, it's bad habits. Bad habits die hard. It's gonna take a real concerted effort to fucking knock out these habits. I did my first drill earlier this month. It was alright. I have another drill set for the next weekend, and we should be doing some field stuff. Hopefully that goes over well, and it's a nice, fun time, relatively speaking. But if it's not, it is what it is. I only have like 5 years left in this contract anyway, and hopefully by the time I get done with that contract, things have gone relatively well, and I've succeeded in something, just something. Other than that, what I just do currently is just drawing, playing video games, and all that stuff. I've recently gone to emulation. That stuff's gone well. You get that emulator up and running, you can find some nice. You can have some good gaming times on that. I'll tell you that much. But really, I have more. I feel like I have more fond memories of pre 2020s I do of this current decade, because well then again, I was younger back then. I say that like I'm fucking 30 or like 40, but no, I'm like I'm still in my early 20s. But I look like I'm like older because of some genetic shortcomings, like fucking thinning of my hair. I don't know if it's like purely genetic, but a fucking the fucking front facing part of my of my head like fucking balding like a motherfucker. Bad bad move, bad luck on that on my part. Really is. And I'm like, okay, fuck it. If I'm really gonna get like freaking short-handed like this, might as well just go bald. When in doubt, just go bald. Is you don't really have much left after that, because it'll cost a little bit too much money to fucking. It'll be too much just to drop like 10 bands or more on like a fucking hair transplant in Turkey to try to mitigate hair loss. Or like, so it's either you have full head of hair or you're bald. You can't be in the middle. You can't be balding or thing, because it's just not a good look. And other than that, nothing really else is. I got like, a couple of things going on in my life aside from the army stuff. Like I just got a job. That part's pretty nifty. Even though it's like convenience store work, it's still something. And hopefully, I get enough experience with that. I can put that shit on my resume and boom, get like further employment and stuff, and try to earn some more income. If the actually, no, I'm still gonna be working on art regardless, and in these videos, regardless of whether or not I make much money off it, because fucking art, drawing stuff, despite the fucking current state of art nowadays, I'm still gonna do it because it's in a few months it'll be 10 years since I started drawing. I'm not about to give it up now because of some fucking tech that's already stagnating, so I'm not gonna give up on that. Is it still recording? Okay, yeah, it's still recording. We're still good. All this is gonna be unedited, by the way. So you just gotta take it how it is. I feel like it's more genuine when I just don't. We can try to dress it up. besides I'm recording at like right now it's midnight. It's like past like 10 past midnight. I don't really want to put in the effort of freaking editing. I don't know, like soon to be fewer hours of sleep because I gotta go to the gym in the morning. I gotta go fix up my damn weight. So there's all of that. Other than that, I do have plans tomorrow to hang out with some buddies. The same buddies I was talking about earlier. Well, a different set of them, but hopefully that goes well. And you know, try to have fun. Try to have fun. Because in these times, yeah, savor the good times when you can. Have good times when you can, because it's just getting more bleak out there. We just recently lost the Pope. India looks like it's about to go to war with Pakistan. Ukraine, the Russo-Ukraine war is still going on, and commies going to hell and back under this current administration. That's all I can really feel like I can say without possibly violating DOD policy. Because even though I'm currently civilians, next week I'm on fucking I'm gonna be in uniform, so I gotta watch what I say much. At least, well, not necessarily watch, but just hold back what I say a bit about when it comes to stuff like politics. Other than that, we still got like 4 years. We still got it's only month. We're only 3 months into this fucking shit, and it's already fucking tiring. But other than that, just gonna keep drawing. Just gonna keep trying to live life, and all in all, just try to try to enjoy life, and hopefully get some stuff out of it in the long run. But I'll tell you, fucking getting back into Legos has been a very it's an expensive hobby, but it's a hobby that makes me happy. And that's really about it. I bought like this big ass fucking Lego set of like I think it's like the Tudor corner. That's TUDOR corner. And it's like this big ass fucking Lego set. I got it for my birthday because I just turned 22. So I built that. Came out nice. I would that also brings me to another point. Even though I have done face cam videos before, and I probably still will do face cam videos. I don't really like. I talked about this with one of my fucking platoon mates back in basic, but I just don't like looking at myself. Personally speaking, I just don't like looking at myself, regardless. Like I'll look at myself in the mirror. I was like, well, I got shave and all that stuff, but that's not really a point. But I just don't. It's just not. It's just I just don't like it. I don't like hearing myself. I don't like looking at myself. Is that bad? Probably. That's probably not healthy. But hey, what can you do? I don't have fucking health insurance, so there's not much I can do about that anyway. But just gotta deal with it. It is what it is. You can only do so much. And you just gotta tolerate it. Other than that, I think that's enough ramblings for a night. I'll probably do more of these ramblings at some point, all like throughout like the year and stuff. And if the somewhat pops off, I'll do more. I'll probably just do more regardless, but I'll just probably just if these pop up, I'll upload more often. There we go. Yeah, assuming it works in my schedule. Yeah, I still got a lot of work to do at the end of the day, and I gotta balance all that shit out. But yeah, thank you for watching my video. Should you make it this far, and if you want to see more, well, the subscribe button's there. like button's there. The dislike button's also there if you dislike it. But hey, we all got an opinion. You should use it while you still have the rights to have an opinion. Don't take it for granted. Don't take having an opinion for granted. Because one day, there may come a day where you're not allowed to have opinions anymore. That'll be one dark ass fucking day. But yeah, I'll talk to y'all another time. Peace out.